beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video that is going to be my monthly haul where I am going to show you all the things that I added into my collection. I'm also losing my top. Let's not get demonetized. All the things that I added to my collection in the last month of April? Where are we? Who am I? What year is this? The month of April. All the things that I've added, the things that I bought, and the things that was sent to me in PR. And I will say, April was kind of crazy when it comes to PR. It was a little bit cray-cray. I also am on a kind of a low buy, just trying to be smarter with my money. And I, looking at the stuff, don't know if this was really the month for that. I'm not trying to be like frugal, but I'm trying to spend less money this year than I did last year. We'll talk about the numbers at the end. So I do have some stuff here in front of me that I bought, and I will say I'm very excited about the things that I bought. I did actually buy some things that are... Let me start. First thing that I bought, not the first thing that I bought, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is that this is so random. This is the Lush and Super Mario collab, and I bought 2 of the shower gels. I don't really have a bathtub that's like a soaking bath here, and I'm not sitting like a toddler bath with like my tits above water. Like, I'm not doing that. So I bought the shower gels. I bought the Luigi one, which is a crisp, fresh apple scent, and it definitely does smell like green apples. And then I got this one that you can see that I've been using. I don't know. It's below the sticker. It's so red though. This is the Super Mario one. It says it is a spice blend of lime, black pepper, and pomegranate. It smells like a fizzy Coke, which is very nice because I love a Coke scent. I will say, I haven't been using this yet, but I'm guessing it's the same thing with that. It's so red. Like, it's... First time I spritzed this in my hand, I'm like, that's ketchup. Lush has this thing of violently coloring their things, and I think maybe they could just chill a bit, because I feel like I am showering with like kids, like, you know, paints, like the ones you got in preschool, you know? You remember? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I feel like it's that. So it ends up, like, when I'm showering, if I were to get this on my white showering rug, it would stain. So it's a little bit... It smells lovely. It's a lovely product, but it's very colored and it's a little bit like, calm down. Let me talk about 2 things that I repurchased. This is actually the empty one. I'm gonna put this in my empties. I actually have this in my hair today. This is from Sexy Hair, and this is the Texture Surfer Girl Dry Texturizing Spray. I buy this at Ulta. It's fairly affordable. This is the 2nd bottle that I go through, so I have my 3rd bottle right now in the bathroom. It's one of those you spray it and, well, there's like nothing left, but it's like just the gas, I guess. It's a texturizing spray, and it's a dry texturizing spray, so I can use this in my roots as well. It's lovely. Love it. I mean, I've gone through 2, and they're affordable. Love it. I also bought another one of the Duo Brush On Strip Last Adhesive. The green one is latex free. I am latex sensitive. If you also feel like glue just makes your eyes run or makes them red and irritated, try a latex free one. This green one, Duo, is as good as any high-end glue, and I know because I've tried a bunch of them. I did buy a backup because I recently broke into my last one and I want to have one at hand. Oh my god, can I put my hair back? I know it's so pretty when you have your hair in the front, but like, I'm warm. I'm warm and it's a lot. Okay, so I bought this thing for a video. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if this was the video that you saw yesterday or if this is the video that's coming tomorrow. But this is the Jones Road What the Foundation. I did a video where I was trying other people's hate makeup, other people's regret products, and doing a full face. And I did buy this product because a lot of people didn't like it, and I have thoughts. Watch the video and you'll see, but I have thoughts. Spoiler alert, I don't think this is going to be my favorite foundation. This one though, I got from a recommendation from my friend Ellie Dawson. This is the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Makeup Combination Oily Skin, the one with the orange text. It has a pump bottle, as you can see. I bought it in a shade that I think is going to be too light for me come summer. I've already been starting to tan a little bit because we've been having really nice weather and I love being by the pool reading. So this is in 240 medium beige. I've only used it twice so far, but I really do enjoy it, and I really think that Ellie is onto something with this one. Really do like it. Oh my god, can we talk about... This is so random. I want to talk about deodorants. No, stay, don't leave. Don't leave, don't click out of the video. This is the Dove Go Fresh Moisturizing blah 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 blah. This is a roll-on deodorant. I haven't used this one yet. I bought a 3-pack out of, I'm guessing, Amazon, because I was like, I can't do the American ones anymore. I can't do it. I can't. The sticks, the sprays, they're smeary, they don't work. They're not really stopping the sweating. They're just, I can't do it. I just want something that works. And yes, these are liquid. They do take a minute or two extra to dry, but once they have dried, they work. You know, they do the thing that they're supposed to do. You don't have to bring it in your purse and reapply. It keeps me dry and smelling nice for 24 hours. I miss these. This is the more popular ones. Like almost all the deodorants in Sweden are like these roll-on balls, and I missed it, so I found it on Amazon. And I bought 3 because they're lovely. Another foundation, okay, I have 2 more foundation here actually that I bought, and one of them is just, this is the one that I'm wearing today. I did film this look and it is coming fairly soon on my channel. I think it's coming like next Monday or something. And this is the Juvia's Place I Am Radiant foundation, which is not, as you can see, a radiant foundation. It is more of a natural finish. It is full coverage. It is fail proof. I love it, and I bought it in the darkest shade. This is Giza, which is a neutral with a, I think it is a medium with a neutral undertone, and this is a smidge too dark for me right now, but like I said, I'm just starting to be outside in the sun now, so I'm fairly sure that this is going to be perfect for me. Give it another month or so, or maybe just give it another couple of weeks. And I also bought the MAC Studio Fix Everyday Everywhere All Over Face Pen. This is such a weird one. I will link all the things that I'm talking about down below, and I will link also corresponding if I have any like reels or dedicated videos to any of these things. And I do have a reel on Instagram and TikTok on this one. It's peculiar, and I don't think this is an all, like it says an all over face. I don't know if this is meant to be under the eyes, but I did not like it under the eyes, but I really did like it as a foundation. But the packaging, I would love to see, and if you know, I was trying to find, I couldn't find, maybe I'm stupid, maybe I should have looked actually at their Instagram, if there is an explanation as to why they put this in a pen, because I simply for the life of me could not understand what's the thing about this packaging. It's different, yes, but like, is it better? I would argue no. I've also bought a bunch of these like poofy makeup products. I have a bunch here because I have been trying these out, and I've been wanting to try a bunch of these out because I feel like there's been such a talk about these being a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I don't think any of them really are. And I did do a full video about that, talking about like what I think a dupe is. And I'm wearing this one today. This is the one that I think is the closest to the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight. It is the Goddess Glow Cream Highlighter in a Glow from Revolution Pro. I think it's really, really pretty. I also really, really like the e.l.f. the contour one. I have it in light medium. This one, I like this one better than the Charlotte Tilbury. It's not a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, but I like it better. Like, it's not the same formula, but I prefer this one. I hope it makes sense. I really, really like this one. And the one that I actually think is the closest dupe to the shimmery blushes is this one from Makeup Revolution. It is the Hydra Bright Cream Blush. I have it in peach. It also comes in a pink, and I am a little bit intrigued to get the pink as well. Love this blush. It's not what I'm wearing today. I will show you what blush I'm wearing today, but I have a full video talking about this, and I will leave it down below. But yeah, my hunt for these poofy makeups, they're ending here. This is the end of the road, and I will talk about that in the video. Okay, let's talk about the blush that I'm wearing then. This is the Juvia's Blushed Liquid Blush. I have it in Marigold. This is the color that I have on today. I used just a little bit because I swatched this in store. I actually bought this one in store, and it was very pigmented. And I was like, oops. So I just used a little. This is what I have on today. It comes with a doe foot applicator. So far, I really like it. I think it's a beautiful color. I wanted to get the orange one, but it was out of stock. So I decided to get a color that I don't usually get. Overall, I think this is very similar to the Rare Beauty formula. Is it a dupe? That I can't tell you, but if you were looking for that effect, like a super pigmented liquid blush that you can just do a dot and then blend out and mix, I mixed it today with the highlighter. I would say try this one if you don't want to get the Rare Beauty, that's more expensive. It's too early to say if like they're a dupe or not, because you know I'm not big on saying that things are dupe, but this is definitely a similar vibe, and so far I think it's beautiful. Okay, let's talk about Melt Cosmetics. I did get the Melt Cosmetics, I can't read this, Electrip. It's a lot. I did get this palette, and I did get, if you saw the video, you know, I did get the metallic liquid lipstick. I think this is okay. I think it's okay. I think they changed the formula, and I think they changed the formula so the shimmers are better and the mattes are not as good as they used to be. And I loved Melt for the mattes. I like the color story of this, like the red and the peach with the green and the blue. Like, I love that color story, but I also think that they could have taken it a little further. It could have been even more grungy or even more bright, or there's something about this, it's just, it feels almost like the undertones are predictable of this one. So even though I like the idea of red and peach and green and blue, I just don't love the execution of this. And I feel like I've fallen out of love with Melt, and maybe this palette is just really like the nail in the coffin, that this isn't your kind of a brand anymore. Another thing that I bought when I was at Ulta, I bought this one, and this one is actually going in the backup drawer. Because I bought a brow pen, and I bought it from REM Beauty, and I bought it in Honey Blonde. REM Beauty's like brow product had a lot of shades. I had no idea. So I bought a brow pen, and I bought it in blonde. Oh, and you can twist it up as well. It's a twist up. I really like the undertones of the brow product that they were having at Ulta, and I'm definitely going to be trying this pen out, and I'm going to be letting you know how I feel about it, because I am almost out of the brow pen that I'm using right now. So I'm super excited to be trying this one out. It is a warm blonde, so I'll be letting you know how I feel about this in a bit. Oh, I should really upload that, because I have filmed a reel using the new shimmery bronzer from MAC. This is in Radiant Skin Finish in Medium Golden. I like this, but I don't love it. I was hoping, since it says Medium Golden, I was hoping it was gonna be a little golden in the undertone, but I do think it leans a little bit more orange rather than yellow. And I don't mind a warm bronzer. I mean, I bought a warm bronzer, but I was hoping, since it said golden, that it was going to be a yellow undertone, but it is more of a orange undertone. And this is going to be beautiful on me when I have a tan. I do tan a little bit more warm, and I definitely will get good use of this. I did like the formula. I was just hoping that it was going to lean a little bit more yellow. I do have a reel where I'm trying this one out as well, and if that is live, I will link it down below. It's already filmed, it's already edited, but for some reason I haven't uploaded it. I also did buy two things from NYX. I bought the Freezy Cooling Primer and Moisturizer Base, and this one is supposed to be like cooling on the skin, but I think you have to put it in the fridge to be cooling, and it's like, I don't want to be the one to tell NYX, but like, if you put anything in the fridge, it's gonna be cooling. Like, I could smear my face with yogurt from the fridge and it's gonna be cooling. So I'm like, I was kind of hoping that this was going to be like the cooling mask that is like cooling on its own, and it's ever so little cooling on its own, but not enough for me to be like, oh, it's a refreshing primer, because I don't think it is. This is a little generic. I think I will be giving this one away. I'm going to be reviewing it, but I'm not blown away. That was just, it's a little too gimmicky, and when people are like, oh, you have to put it in the fridge, it's like, I can put anything in the fridge and make it cold. I don't know. Maybe I'm picky. I also did buy this one, and I haven't used it yet, and I feel like a dum-dum. Oopsie. This is the Fat Oil from NYX, and I got it in the shade Scrollin'. I will be trying this one out. I'm sure it's going to be great, but I'm like, why didn't I use that? I have no idea. If you saw the video on this one, you know why I'm like gasping. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. This one is a lip liner that has that stinging, burning lip sensation. No, I thought this was just going to be a lip pencil that was like easy to overline with. No, this actually burns. Don't like it. If you like that, this does definitely burn. It definitely stings, but that's not for me. That's not my journey. I don't love it. I did buy one of the new shades from the Rare Beauty blush. This is in Virtue. This is by far my favorite blush shade from Rare. I have swatched all the old ones. I did buy one of the old ones, but this new one that is a muted terracotta, beautiful. It's like an almost brownie peach. It is so beautiful. And like I said, they are very, very similar in the formula. So if you wanted to try a similar product and see if it's for you and at a more affordable price, I would say look at the Juvia's ones, but I don't know if they're like dupe. Definitely not dupes in colors. So I also bought 2 of the Rare Beauty lip tints. Note that I called it lip tints. I didn't even call it a lip oil. Okay, these are marketed as being a lip oil, but these aren't a lip oil. These are a watery lip tint that leaves a very sheer tint. And if they were marketed as such, I would have understood it a little bit more. These go on very watery on the lips, and for me, that moisturizing watery thing, it disappears within like 15-20 minutes, and I'm left with a slight stain, and it also is almost drying on my lips, and that's why I'm not getting why they're being marketed as a lip oil, because on me they're drying to the point that like when they dry in, I have to go in with an actual lip oil on top for it to not feel drying. So I wish they would just have marketed this as a lip tint or like a lip stain, because that's what they are. And if you're looking for a hydrating lip oil and you have dry lips, this isn't really that. I don't think it's a bad product. I just think it's named wrong, and that's just my personal preference. I like the 2 colors that I got. I got Joy and Honesty, and they're really good colors, but I wouldn't use these on their own. I would use them as a tint and then put an actual moisturizing thing on top, because these aren't my favorite products from Rare, and I think the main reason is because they're a little drying, honestly, on me. And I saw some people saying that the e.l.f. They have like a lip tint or like a lip, it is a lip tint or a lip stain at the drugstore. I have that one in orange, and people were saying that those were a dupe. The e.l.f. ones are better. They're not a dupe, they're a better product than this, because those are actually a little bit more moisturizing, and the glossiness stays on the lips longer. So if you were wanting the effect of these, get the e.l.f. one instead. Not because they're a dupe, but because I think they're better than this one. They don't have as many shades though, unfortunately. This is Kaki's fault. I did buy the Victoria Beckham eyeshadow stick in Sunflower. It is a yellow. I did use this. Well, you haven't seen that video yet. I'm pre-filming a bit because I am going to Charleston next week with a bunch of influencers. It is going to be so much fun. It's like a creator event created by creators for creators. I'm just going to be 19 girls, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm definitely going to be vlogging, but I am going to have videos on my normal channel as well, don't you worry. And I think one of the videos that I'm having pre-filmed, or if that's even maybe for the week after, is the 10-minute makeup challenge. And I'm using this eyeshadow stick in Sunflower from Victoria Beckham. I need to use it again, but I really did use it, and it's very easy to work with. It is super blendable, very emollient, and you can build it up to be an even brighter color without it like creasing or stuff. So this doesn't crease, but I will say after wearing this, because I did wear that look the entire day, if you don't set this with powder or an eyeshadow and you have like hooded eyes like I do, I don't have a hood out here, I have a hood in here, like my eyes are starting to like fold over on the inside, you see. It remains ever a little so tacky that I could feel like it was a little annoying that it was like tacky when I was like blinking and stuff. So next time I use this, if I'm not going to use an eyeshadow over top, I'm still going to set it in the crease a little bit just to avoid that annoying feeling of feeling the little tack. So I do like this product, but that's just something that I have in mind. It's very expensive. But I love yellow, and I love an all yellow look just around my eyes, and I wanted to try it out if it would work for that. And I think my favorite way of using this is probably going to be for that exact reason, but with a yellow eyeshadow on top. I think that's going to be... Am I going to bring this maybe to Charleston? Because I love doing those kind of looks so much. That's actually one of the better ideas I've had today. Okay, we're getting to the last 2 things that I have bought with my own money, and that is that I bought the new highlighters by Unearthly Cosmetics myself. These are highlighter singles, are 4 different colors, and I am going to be doing a fully dedicated video to Unearthly Cosmetics as soon as I get back from Charleston, because I know that I will have something from Unearthly Cosmetics waiting for me when I get back, which is the Don't Be Jelly collection. So I'm going to film, I'm going to show you... Oh, that's true. I bought some palettes as well. Well, let me show you. I'm going to be including swatches of these highlighters. I've already used one of these. There, you can see the one that's not in the packaging. These are multichrome highlighters. This is a green to a gold to a peach. Think Prophecy by Kaleidos. It's a very similar vibe. And then there are 2 more multichrome highlighters, and then there is one more like a glittery top coat kind of a thing. Think like the Fenty Diamond Bomb, in that kind of an area of type of highlighters. And I also did buy the reformulated palettes. Let me get them. So these I did buy with my own money. These are the reformulated palettes by Unusued Cosmetics. They now come in this like little gift box thing, and I'm gonna save this just for the dedicated video. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna be showing you one of these, but I am, like I said, I'm doing a dedicated video on these, and I bought these myself, but I'm getting the Don't Be Jelly collection as a PR, and I will be including that one as well. So some of these are reformulated, but they're also in smaller pans, and they're all now in the same pan size to match. They're just reimagining the brand a little bit. Unearthly has changed their website, changed their logo, and they're just now streamlining all of the products to just match this new vision, which honestly I think is a really good idea. So if you're interested in Unearthly Cosmetics, like I said, there is a dedicated video coming showing you all of these palettes, showing you the new collection, showing you the highlighters. I'm gonna do swatches. I have the lip glosses as well. It's just gonna be a big Unearthly Cosmetics party. I do have a code with Unearthly Cosmetics. My code is Angelica, and you get 10% off when you're shopping at Unearthly. But yeah, I did buy these things myself just because I wanted to have the newest versions, and they look beautiful and they're just so pretty. The last thing that I bought is that I bought a fragrance. This is from Wilhelm Parfumerie, and this is Basilico and Fellini. It's yellow. I mean, I love it. I love it. And this is, I bought the small version. This is bigger than if you buy one of those travel sprays from Sephora. This is, I think, 20 milliliters instead of 10 milliliters, but it was very expensive. This is not an affordable brand. This is very green. This has so many green notes. There's also some violet in here. But this is a very, very green fragrance. I actually have the notes. Let me get them. So of course, since this one is called Basilico, the top notes are basil and pitaya, and then there are fig, violet, green grass, hay, and vetiver. So yeah, this is a very, very green scent, and I love the smell of green. It very much smells like basil. It very much smells like green and grass and the outdoor, but I love the little fig and violet in here. But yeah, it is a very, I don't want to say like specific or different or odd scent, but it is, if you like very sugary, sweet perfumes, if you tend to go for more mainstream perfumes, you might not like this. But if you're ever at a department store and you see this brand with the yellow and everything, and they have this kind of packaging, definitely go and sniff it because they have very, very intriguing scents. This is a unisex scent as well, and my husband was liking quite a few of their scents as well. So I'm thinking maybe I'll gift him a scent if he can figure out which one he liked the most. But this was my favorite. They also had one with mango that I think that I eventually will pick up because it was very mango. So those are the things that I bought with my own money, plus I did buy Scentbird. I tried to include that because that is something that I'm spending my own money on. Let me see if I can get the card here. So I do spend some money on Scentbird, and I actually this month I upped. This is so funny because okay, we'll get to that. I updated this month and I got the Tiziana Terenzi Kirke perfume, and this is passion fruit, cassis, lily of the valley, patchouli, and musk. And I heard that this was described as a fruity perfume, and initially when you smell it, it is a little fruity, but the lily of the valley, the patchouli, and the musk, they take over, and this is a nightmare. Whoever said that this was a fruity perfume, honestly, straight to jail, because the fruitiness, you can only smell it for the first 10 seconds, then the other notes take over. This is headache. This is coughing. This is irritation. I absolutely hate it, and I only have it here to show you. I am actually throwing this away. Just smelling it, it is so awful. It is so horrible. It doesn't smell good. It just smells a lot. It's just so heavy and headachy, and it's like, it's just too much. There's nothing fresh. There's nothing nice about this perfume. I just really hate it. And I think that like, I just don't like these kind of heavy perfumes. They're just too much. And if I were to walk past someone smelling like this on the street, I would literally be like, no. So yeah, this is definitely not for me. And if you have the same kind of scent, like taste in perfume as me, and you were also reading these notes and you're like, oh, passion fruit, cassis, how nice. This isn't that. This is a very headache inducing, heavy, florally, old school headache perfume. Cannot recommend this even to my worst enemy. This is going in the trash outside, because I don't want to smell it inside anymore. Per usual, I'm going to try and go through the PR a little bit quicker than I did the things that I bought myself, because I have more to say about the things that I bought myself. Like, why did I spend my money on this and all of that? And then we'll end with talking about some of the numbers at the end. I want to go from fragrances that I bought myself to fragrances that I actually got in PR. And the first thing is this one. This is the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. I also quickly want to say I did buy makeup at the Sephora VIB sale, and I have a separate video on that. So I will leave that video down below as well. If you want to see what I bought at my Sephora VIB haul, I do tend to do separate videos on that because I think it's fun to shop the sale, and I also think it's fun to show like what you ended up buying. And I did buy a mini size of the Kayali fragrance, and the brand actually sent me a full size. So this is the Pistachio Gelato number 33, and I love this one. I think it's such a beautiful fragrance. It is a sweet pistachio and like very lactic, like cream, whipped cream, and like sugary that I normally don't go for, but it also has a tone of rum in there. And I think the tone of rum really takes this from a like more like a girly or maybe childish sweet perfume, which I normally don't go for, to a more adult version because of the rum notes in here. And I just think this smells wonderful, and I really do enjoy it. And I'm very, very, very grateful to get the full size. Why am I putting it back in the box? Nobody knows. I also got from Goldfield and Banks, I got the Pacific Rock Moss, because they said that they have been seeing that I've been enjoying their samples, like their perfumes on my channel, and they wanted to send me one. And they were asking which one was my favorite, and I said my favorite is actually the fruity one. I can't remember the name right now, but I put a picture up here. But I got that in a birthday present from my husband, so they got me my second favorite, which is Pacific Rock Moss. And this is so beautiful, and I love the scent. It is a beautiful unisex. It is a little bit mineral-y. It definitely smells like a Pacific Rock Moss. Yeah, it is a little rock, a little moss, a little green, a little mineral. There is some like almost like water, like some kind of a almost, I don't want to say rain, but like a stream, but still a little bit like masculine on that like edge as well. It's very, very beautiful and very nice. And this is a nice unisex perfume that's definitely leaning into what we more would say is a traditional masculine scent, but I definitely can wear this, and I don't think anyone would say like, are you wearing a men's perfume? Which honestly, and this has been my thing for a long time, anyone can wear anything, okay? Perfumes are for anyone, and even though some perfumes are described as feminine or masculine, doesn't mean that you as a woman can't wear a masculine perfume, or you as a man can't wear a feminine perfume, or maybe you don't identify as either. Mix and match. Don't let anyone tell you what perfume to wear. They're all for all of us. I'm just gonna quickly go through this because this is madness, and I'm telling you right now, something fell to the floor, but we are okay. I got a PR package from REM Beauty. You saw that I bought something from REM myself. I did mention the highlighters from REM Beauty in my yearly favorites of 2022. I think they're absolutely amazing. Oh, I have mascara here. That's gonna be fun to try. I think I have a palette as well that they sent me. They actually sent me a palette that I didn't have. These are the liquid eyeshadows. And I'm very grateful to be getting some PR from REM Beauty. I have been enjoying a lot of things from the brand, and I'm excited to see where the brand is going now that Ariana has bought it back, the licensing deal from Morphe for my brands. So I'm excited about that, and I'm very grateful because I do enjoy REM Beauty. I also got the palette Into the Night from Nomad Cosmetics. This is what mine looks like. I hope you can see. I do have a Is it a reel? I think it is a reel where I'm using this one. I don't know if it's live or not. If it's not live, it's coming soon. If it's live, I'll link it down below. I got this in PR. I've only used it once. I haven't even swatched this palette. It is, from what I can see, just using it once, the normal good Glaminatrix quality though. I really do like their quality, but I can't give you any further thoughts about this because I've only used it once. Then we have these lip oils and blushes from Gourmande Cosmetics. I have the lip oils here. My favorite has, of course, been this one. You can see there's even a little dip in this one. This is the squeeze one, and this is the orange one. It does give a little, it smells like fruit punch. It does give a little tint to the lips, but they're not so pigmented that you need all of the shades. I think that like they do give a little tint to the lips, but they're not as wildly pigmented as you see right here. But I definitely feel when I'm wearing the orange on my lips, I definitely feel like I am wearing an orange. So they're not like, they're not colored, but they're not like super pigmented. And then we have the blush palettes. I do have a video. What am I using? Oh, it's in the melt video. Check the melt video. I'm also swatching both of these palettes and I'm using those things. This is the brightly colored blush palette, and then we have the Bare Cheeks, which is the one that's like a little bit more on the neutral side. I like that this one has some like orangey tones as well because I love an orangey blush. It always makes me super, super happy. I really like the quality of the Gourmande Cosmetics things. I will say I rarely go for a matte cheek. I mean, I even blended this matte blush with the liquid highlighter. That's what I always do. I always do a shimmery, a metallic, a glowy cheek. I don't like a sticky cheek. I like it to be like a little shimmery. So I like the quality of these, and I hope that this means that we're getting shimmery blushes next. And with some of these brands, I do have an affiliate code, so I will leave that in the description box as well, like Gourmande Cosmetics, and also with Beauté that released their floral collection this month. So they released 4 mini palettes, and these are actually pressed flowers in the packaging. There is the Fleur palette, it is the Begonia palette, it is the Cala palette, which is the neutrally one. I actually really like the look at it with that one. And it's my favorite, the Flora palette. I love an orangey yellow, like nobody's surprised about this. These are the normal good Beauté quality. I really enjoy to see a brand just experiment a little bit and just try something new, try a new format, try some new kind of like, they haven't done mini palettes like this before, and I love seeing it. And like I said, I am traveling next week and I am going to be bringing the Flora palette with me, and I think I'm bringing that Victoria Beckham eyeshadow stick as well. I think that will be like a beautiful look to wear either a day or two because I love stuff like that. I love a yellowy look. I think it's just so beautiful, and I'm very excited about this launch for Beauté. I think they did so good. I also did a dedicated video on the new release from Lethal Cosmetics. So they released a Wildflower collection. This is my palette here, and I do have a dedicated video on this in case you want to see. They also gave me a code that works until the end of May in case you're interested, and they came up with more of the shimmery blushes, and I love Lethal Cosmetics shimmery blushes. They are just so beautiful and so wonderful, and you're seeing the swatches of the palette now, and the palette just swatched beautifully and it wore beautifully, and I've been really enjoying Lethal Cosmetics. They've been really upping their quality even more, and I am so happy about that. They also came out with some lippies. I can't see the last one. There are 4 lippies, but I only find 3 here, but I am swatching all of them in that video as well. I also have a Get Ready With Me where I'm using this Pastel Garden by Bella Beauté bar. This is a really big pastel palette, and if you love big palettes, this might be for you. I know there's a bunch of people out there that love a big palette with lots of options and lots of colors to be using, and I think that this is super cute and the quality is really good. Do I prefer a smaller palette? That's my preference, yes, to get something smaller, but I totally understand where people are coming from when they're like, I just want to have a big palette and have everything there. This palette truly has so many pastel options, and I will say the quality is really, really nice. This is a good pastel palette for sure. If you wanted to get the one pastel palette, the one that has everything, I don't think you'd be bad off picking this one. And they're also coming out with a neutral palette this month, and I'm excited to see that one too. Okay, now we're getting into some things that I actually haven't gotten around to using, and it's only because I'm a mess. And PR has been really crazy this month, and one of the things that I realized when I was organizing for this video, how did I not use the cream blushes from Sigma? I love Sigma, and I've heard so many people say that these are good, and every time I see that, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to wear those, and then I forget. This one is in Pashmina. I need to use these ASAP. I think the one that I am going to be liking the most is probably this one, the Quadrosa, because it is like a neutrally one. I think that one looks really beautiful. I think the Nearly Wild one, yeah, this one is the one that's like a little darker, almost like a Bordeaux-y brown. I can't believe I haven't used these yet. I have no excuse. I am so excited. These are going at the tippity top of things to be tried out. Stat. And it's the same with these. I haven't tried the LH Cosmetics bronzers yet either, because I bought 2 bronzers in the Sephora sale. I'm wearing the Kosas one today because I really wanted to try the ones I've actually paid my own money for, but I really want to try these ones from LH Cosmetics as well. They look so beautiful, and I'm just so excited for LH Cosmetics coming out with more stuff. I love that they're sticking with the cardboard packaging because I am a big fan of cardboard packaging, and I think overall these look great. I'm so excited. So yeah, these are also going in the pile of stuff that needs to be tried quick. I got a package from Smashbox, and I've never gotten PR from them before. Oh, they sent me all of their primers in their new packaging. It is intense. So they have an illuminating glow primer, a hydrating primer, which I think is their old primerizer, right? And then it is an anti-redness primer, and it is the original primer, and it is the one that I am going to be trying out, which is the one that's best for me, which is the mattifying primer. That's the one that I am dying to try. Again, this is also going top shelf. Stuff that I need to try ASAP, and these I think I will be giving away because I know myself, and these aren't the primers that's meant for my skin type. Oh, I also got the new lipstick shades from LH Cosmetics. I have them here. I love these Fantastics by LH Cosmetics. It is that like glowy balm in a stick with sheer to buildable color. They're absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite formulas of that like glowy stick formula, because they're not the click one, they're not that soft, but they're also a little softer than a balm. I really like these, and they're coming up with new colors. They're Sunstone, Topaz, and Pink Opal, and I actually did buy 2 of these with my own money, so I will be giving the duplicates away because I don't need 2 of those, but you can tell that I love them because I love them so much that I bought them myself and accidentally got duplicates in PR. Because I didn't want to miss out. I also got this from Kosas. This is the Glow IV. It's like a illuminating primer. It's a little bit like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is very metallic. This is like a sheer, even more metallic version of the Makeup by Mario foundation. Like it has a lot of mica in it, and it makes it very like shiny and reflective. So I've used this on its own, and I've also used it mixed into foundation, and I cannot use it in this area because it just illuminates that area in a way that just makes me look more textured and like stuff like that I don't want to enhance, but in the outer perimeter and on my cheekbones it looks beautiful. So I think it is a great product, but it's too shimmery for me to be using in the areas that I don't want to be shimmery. I also got the new powders by Lawless. I've not been using this one because it is in fair, so I will be giving this one away, but I have been using the one in light. And this is, you can probably tell, slightly too light for my skin tone. And I've heard a lot of people really liking this one, and I haven't been able to use it as much as I would like to. I also got a brush. As much as I would like to, I don't, oh my god, love this brush for that because of it being a little bit the wrong color. So I can only use it where I want to highlight a little bit. But this is the kind of powder that's a little bit illuminating. It's not shimmery, it's not a highlighter, but it's not flat. I think you can see it's got a little bit of a illumination going on. I think it's honestly really pretty, and if I use a sheer layer it definitely works, but if I use this all over my face it becomes just a little bit too light for my entire complexion. But I do like this one, and if you like a powder that has a little bit of illumination to it, you might like this one. I don't understand why Makeup Forever released another one of these. I haven't used this one at all because they released one of these that was a... blush, highlighter, concealer, like an all in all. And then they released this one that is a contour one. This is the sculpting palette. So again, I like the other one. I thought the quality was really good. Again, I have like normal combo skin. It worked really good on me. It's set down perfectly and wore all day. I don't need this that is only sculpting shades. If I was still a working makeup artist, if I was still doing makeup on others, this would have been incredible. I would have died having this one. I wish I knew someone that was still doing, because I don't have someone in my life that's doing more neutral makeup on others, not like super colorful. Like I wish I had like a working makeup artist in my life, in my near vicinity, because they would have loved something like this. Something like this is great if you're a working makeup artist. If you're not, I just don't know if it's for you, if you need this many colors. So I did buy that foundation from Jones Road, but Jones Road also sent me PR, and they sent me the new shades of their glowy lipstick. And this one that I have been using is in Rose Mocha, and it is like a brown with a little bit of shimmer, but these are like a little bit sheer and glowy, and I don't know if you can see anything. They build up to color and they're like juicy and glowy on the lips, but they're not thick. Like you can still like, this still has some substance to it. It's not one of those that break off easily like the Tarte ones that you have to click up. I really like this formula. I like the colors that they released as well. These were really comfortable. Do I like these more than the LH Cosmetics ones? No, I like the LH Cosmetics ones a little bit more because they're a little bit more gel-like, but these might be easier to find. I do like how these are. Jones Road makes very interesting products, but a lot of them are promising a result that is not what I'm looking for in my makeup. You know, the no makeup thing. I also got 2 lip products by Merit. So Merit sent me 2 lip products in 2 different, let me put the packages away, in 2 different formulas in 2 different colors. One of them was that they released their, what are these called? The Slick Gelées Tinted Lip Oil. And I got the red one, that's like a maraschino one. These have the most ridiculous doe foot in the world. These are, I think, and oh my god, I think this applicator brings on too little product. It doesn't cover the lips. You have to dip in several times. And I also think that this is like too thin to be my favorite lip oil formula. It has a little bit of a tint. It's nowhere near like this color, as you can see. There's just a little bit of a tint, but it's just a thinner formula, and I don't like the applicator. So if I were to recommend a lip oil to you, this wouldn't be the one. Not that I dislike it, I just feel like it doesn't have everything that I'm looking for. And then they were releasing 2 new colors in their lipsticks, and I've never tried the lipsticks, and they sent me one of them, and this one is in Cabo. I haven't used it yet, but look at this like wonderful red. Maybe I'll bring this one as well on my trip, because I love a red lipstick. It smells a little sweet, nothing much, but yeah, I haven't gotten around to using this one yet, but I'm excited to be trying out some new things from Merit. This one I have been trying out quite a lot, but it's not my favorite. I don't hate it, but I don't see myself reaching for it over all the other formulas that I have. I also got a big package. I put it here in this like little makeup container, like makeup travel container that I got from Nabla. These are their new lipstick formulas. So they have come out quite recently with 2 different lipstick formulas. One of them is just a normal but like a matte bullet lipstick. I have a swatch video where I'm swatching all the shades of this one. These are the Matte Pleasure, and this one is in Glam On. This is a really nice matte lipstick formula. Really impressed with the quality of these. They're not drying or tuggy at all, and they look beautiful on the lips. And then they released these, I think they're Beyond Jelly. This one is in Sublime. They're one of those like very jelly lipsticks, very similar to the LH Cosmetics Fantastics. Really beautiful packaging. These haven't come to the US yet as I'm filming this. The Matte Pleasure you can find on the Ulta website. These are available at Beauty Bay as well. I'm sure these will come to Ulta though. And I will link down below where you'll be able to see them, but otherwise you can find them at Beauty Bay. But this formula, stunning. stunning. I love the formula. And like I said, I did lip swatch all of the shades on Reels and here on like Shorts on YouTube as well. And I will link that down below in case you want to see all of the shades on and see what they look like. Very impressed with these, and I am super grateful to get some PR from Nabla, because you know that I love Nabla and I used to be on the Nabla PR list, and then I wasn't anymore, and now they sent me some, and I'm very grateful because it's a great brand, a European awesome brand. I also got a palette from Geologie Cosmetics, and this is the Wheatbelt palette, and this is what it looks like. I also have a look using this one that's up here on as a short, like a tutorial. I think this is a really beautiful palette. I wish that they had kept with the slim packaging. I'm guessing that something has happened with like changing of manufacturer or something that has made them have to do like a thicker packaging like this. I wish that this was still the slim packaging, because their old packaging was slimmer and a little smaller. And I understand that sometimes we don't get to like pick exactly what we want, but I do miss the slim packaging. Palette is beautiful though, and just as their old palette, this is very matte heavy, which is something that I really like. And I think Geologie Cosmetics, not only do they have really good branding, really good color stories, the quality is really nice as well, and the packaging is beautiful, even though I wish it was slimmer. This is an Australian indie brand. Let me quickly mention a little skincare that I have gotten before we get into the Colourpop segment, because Colourpop has sent me a lot this month. I gotten two things from Naturium. This one I've forgotten to use. I'm gonna bring this out and use it today because I cannot wait. This is the Fermented Camellia Creamy Cleansing Oil. I am going to use this as a first cleansing step today. I cannot wait to review this in the future. I have high hopes. I am really hoping that I'm going to be liking this one. They also sent me a BHA liquid exfoliant, which is a leave-on 2% salicylic acid and bioactive fruit acids. I don't use stuff like this very often, so I think I will be giving this one away, but I do think that it's a product that a lot of people will really love. I like stuff more like this, and this is from Peach & Lily. This is the Glass Skin Face Polisher. This is a rice-based powder and enzymes. This one I'm also going to be using. It is one of those that like, well, I don't think it's, I think, yeah, you have to take off the seal, but it's basically powder in here, and you pull some of the powder out and you mix it with water and you do like an exfoliant. And it's more of a mix between a chemical and a physical exfoliant, and that is what I personally like. One from Pixie that I really like is the, they also have, what is that one called? The Peel and Polish. I love the one from Pixie, Peel and Polish. I literally used it 2 days ago. It is impeccable, and I'm hoping this one will be something similar. And then, hold on to your panties. Glow Recipe literally sent me a full bag of skincare, and you know I love Glow Recipe. I would say 2/3 of my skincare routine is Glow Recipe, and they also sent me, look at this. They sent me 3 of the primers. These are so good. I love this so much. I'm so excited to have more. I'm gonna be using this all summer. I think this is such a beautiful primer. It's the one that looks like this. Well, I have it over here. I don't need to. This one. I ranked that one as #1 last month, and Glow Recipe saw that and they were like, do you want some goodies? There is actually one thing here. It's this one that I am going to be pulling out and using and just seeing what I think of it. And that is the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. So I'm going to be trying these things out and see if these could be a good cleansing duo for me. And then there's a bunch of things here that I've like tried before and really enjoyed, such as the Dew Drops. I do have that one. There is also this one that I mentioned in... Did I mention this in my yearly favorites, or I don't know what, but this is the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. I am on my 2nd one, so I'm not sad to have a backup because that is something that I use a lot. It's a great serum. Okay, let's get into the Colourpop segment because I have a lot of Colourpop to talk about. First of all, they actually sent me an older palette. They actually asked me. They asked me, is there anything that you would wish to try that we haven't sent you? And I said, it's a mood. Because a lot of people are saying that this is the best Colourpop palette in their entire collection. And I was curious. Listen, who can deny a challenge like that? So I did get this in PR, and I have actually filmed a palette bingo with this one. I miss challenges. I miss the easy play with makeup kind of a days. So I still film some of those videos every now and then, even though they don't get barely any views. But if you love a palette bingo, just know that one is coming next week, and I'm using this one, and I loved the look that came out of it, and so far I agree, this is a great quality palette. And then we have the palette that I'm actually having on my eyes today. This is the Legends of Korra palette. I got the full collection sent to me. I'm wearing the greens and the yellows. I think this palette is really beautiful. I've only used it 3 times so far, so I need to use it at least 1 time more before I can actually review it. So I have so much stuff here. And I did do a video, and I will link that down below, where I was talking about the Legends of Korra palette, and I was also talking, well, the full collection. I was also talking about the Alice in Wonderland collection, and I was talking about the new eyeliner pens by Colourpop, and I was talking about the eyeshadow sticks as well. These, I have some here. These are the ones from Alice in Wonderland, but I was talking about the reformulated ones, these like eyeshadow sticks. And I did a video with all 4 of those collections, because sometimes it is hard to keep up with Colourpop because they release so many things. So if you wanted to see my thoughts on all 4 of those collections, I will leave that video down below. And I also, this one, the Lavish palette, I did a look with this palette on Monday, right? If you wanna, is that even true? Am I lying? Well, I do have a look on this quite recently, and I will leave a link to that down below as well. But there are also some other things here that they have released. Like they released a Renew Retinol and a Bakushol like skincare range for OPV Beauty. I have that here as well. And let's not forget these, the multi-chrome shadows. Wait, I have some more here. They released these as well, and I do have a reel, like a YouTube shorts. It's so hard to keep those away, swatching all of these. And I also did use it in the video where I'm using this palette, used one of them. So if you're interested in seeing the multi-chromes, I do have a swatch video of that as well. And then I have one last thing from Colourpop to talk about. Hold. And that is something that I got yesterday, and that is that I got the Star Wars package. This is the May the 4th Be With You. I don't even know when this is going up, if it's going up on the 4th or if it's going up on the 3rd. I'm not 100% sure. But they sent me a full box of just Star Wars related things. And if you didn't know, I am a huge sci-fi, Star Wars, fantasy, all of the things. I am such a nerd. I love all of it, and I'm so grateful. I was like giggling looking at all these stuff. This is like a little makeup bag. I got this t-shirt. It is so cool. Look at this. It's so cool. There is a little squishy. It's an R2-D2. There is a car freshener. We opened it. It smells like men's shower gel. That's what it smells like. It smells very nice. Oh, there's a coffee cup as well, but I already gave that to, it's one of those like thermos ones that you can bring in the car. I gave that to Ricardo. And then I got a couple of brushes from Colourpop, and I did get 3 of the Colourpop palettes. I got the big Star Wars one, the C-3PO, and the Darth Vader one. And these are, and these are being restocked now for the 4th of May, but I already own these palettes. So I'm actually going to put these back in the packaging, and I'm going to have like a giveaway soon. I am going to have a giveaway on Friday. If you're interested in giveaways, there's a giveaway on Friday. I'm not going to be including these things in that giveaway, but I will have another giveaway soon again. And if you like warm tones, this C-3PO might be more up your alley. If you like yellows like me. And then the big Star Wars palette that I really, really like, and I'm so excited that this is back in stock. It's back in stock now. It's already back in stock, and my code works at Colourpop as well, by the way, Angelica. That is the code that I have on most places, so if you're ever wondering to see if there might be a discount, try Angelica and see. And this is the Star Wars palette. I think this is so pretty, and look, there's the print on the inside. I just really like these palettes, and I'm super excited that they're back in stock, so I am so grateful for the merch that they sent me as well. Like, you have no idea. I am so grateful. I showed my husband, like I said, I'm like, I'm so grateful. This is a super long video with a lot of things, and I realized that, and I actually bought a lot of things this month, which is not exactly what I was intending, but let's talk about the numbers. Like I said, I did have a separate Sephora haul as well, and my Sephora haul this year, the VIB sale for April this year was bigger than my VIB sale for last year. This year it was pretty much, I think, wait, let me double check, because I think it was 500 before the discount, but now I'm like, so how much was it after the discount? Let me look. After the discount, it was 407. Okay, so 407 was after the discount, and the Sephora haul that I had last year was 370. So it was in the same ballpark, but I did spend a little bit more this year. I feel like I got more this year for my money. Did I buy really expensive things last year? Maybe I did. But then all in all, last year in April of 2022, I spent $1,551, which is a lot of money. And this month, if we don't count the Sephora of what it was 400, right? It was 874. So if I plus all of that together, if I add the Sephora haul to all of that, I still spent less this month than I did last year of this. And I will say that perfume that I bought, the Basilico and Fellini, that was $90. So that one alone was my big splurge. And also the palettes that I bought from Unearthly, these were over $100. So some of these things were a little bit more of a splurge. I mean, the order I made from Melt was also $80. So I feel like I bought a lot of stuff, but I'm not feeling too sad about it. The only things that I bought where I'm like, ugh, I should not have bought that, is that cherry blush from Tarte. I didn't like that one. It doesn't work on me. It's too pigmented. I don't like how it looks on, and I don't like how it blends out. That one is a regret. That was $35 that, yes, I get to do a review of it, but that was $35 wasted. And I also really dislike the perfume that I bought for Scentbird this month, and I could have picked something else. And also, like, I paid the premium to get a premium perfume, and I really dislike it. So those are the only two where I'm like, ugh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. And I also think that I'm really hoping that PR will be a little less next month, because this is a lot of things, and I'm having a huge giveaway on my channel on Friday, so don't forget to check that out. Literally 6 winners, and each winner will win a big mystery box filled with makeup and beauty and accessories, so don't forget to check that out. But I have even more things that I'm able to give away, and it's because brands are giving out a lot of stuff hoping to be mentioned, I guess. So I hope this video was a little bit helpful, and even though I did spend a lot of money, it definitely did, I did manage to reach my goal, which is to spend less than I did last year. So I guess that's something. But I really want next month to be a low numbers month. Hold me accountable. I'm doing my best. But don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!